Hello, I'm Dr. Diane Reibel, and I am the director of the Myrna Center for Mindfulness at Jefferson Health. And I'm here today to discuss with you a little bit about the mindfulness program that we run in partnership with ALS United Mid-Atlantic. It's a mindfulness program for people with ALS and their caregivers. I'd also like to begin today by speaking about what mindfulness actually is, to guide you through a mindfulness practice so you can taste the practice itself, and then discuss with you the program that we offer. So, what is mindfulness? Jon Kabat-Zinn, who founded mindfulness-based stress reduction, defines mindfulness as paying attention on purpose in the present moment with an attitude of non-judgment. So that's a lot of words, and I'd like to simplify it by saying that mindfulness is about being present in the moment, being here now. But being here in the moment with specific attitudes of openness to experience, an attitude to curiosity, to kindness, and compassion. So now is really the only moment that we have, and yet now we are often lost in thoughts about the past, what happened, and the future, often what's going to happen, and often fears, even under the best of circumstances. That's natural, let alone when you're dealing with an illness. So practicing mindfulness allows us to notice when the mind is lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future, and to be able to bring it back to the direct experience of the present moment. Now, research has shown that practicing mindfulness can reduce anxiety and depression and enhance quality of life in people who have ALS. So there is evidence that mindfulness practice is supportive. So with that, I'd like to guide you through a mindfulness practice so you get a taste of what that is. So this is a formal practice called pause, relax, open. The acronym to remember is PRO. Pause, relax, open. So let's begin first by just settling a bit, if possible, into the body and into the support beneath you, whether you're sitting or you're lying down. Perhaps you can begin to feel supported by whatever you're resting on, and feel that in the body where you make contact. So this is already the pause, beginning to notice what is happening in the moment. First, what's happening in the body. So bringing the attention inward and noticing that there may be areas in the body that there's tension or discomfort. Keeping in mind that mindfulness is, as much as possible, not about judging the experience, but being with it with care and kindness. You might notice there's some areas in the body that are more relaxed. You might be noticing sensations of pressure, sensations of temperature, coolness or warmth in certain regions of the body. You might be noticing sensations of tingling or vibrations, or perhaps there's not that many sensations that you're noticing in the moment, and that's perfectly okay. This is about just being present with whatever it is you're aware of. And then noticing the mind. What's happening in the mind right now? Are there lots of thoughts? Not so many? Are you kind of having thoughts leaning into the future or to the past? And for now, we're just noticing. Are you noticing drowsiness or alertness or somewhere in between? And now that's the pause, really being with what is in the moment. And then the second guideline is relax. Now, this is not a demand to relax. It's an invitation to relax, even if it's just a little bit. Sometimes we invite something and it happens, and sometimes it doesn't. So let's just take a moment and see for yourself. Relax in the body is to soften muscles that you can soften. Perhaps there's facial muscles that can let go a little bit of tension. Perhaps the forehead. Perhaps there can be softening around the eyes. Maybe the jaw can drop a little bit, which sometimes helps to soften if there's any clenching in the jaw. And then noticing the region of the neck and the shoulders, and see if they can soften a bit. Perhaps just gentle moving, if it's accessible to you, if it feels right, can release some tension. And then just scanning the body with real gentleness and care, just kind of moving your attention through the body and see, is there any other region I can let go? Maybe the hands a little. And then relaxing in the mind really is about not struggling with the thoughts that are arising, rather allowing them to come and go like clouds in the sky, just moving through without you grasping or pushing any of them away. And this alone can be an amazing relief when we can just see our thoughts just as thoughts traveling through a wide open space, not having to follow them, push them away. Now we've done pause, relax. The final guideline is open. So far we've been really focusing on our internal landscape, and now open is to open to the outer world, the outer environment. First, perhaps simply opening to hearing, just hearing sounds in the environment. Perhaps there's sounds in the room where you are, or more distant sounds outside. Perhaps the focus is listening to my voice when I'm speaking. Not seeking sounds out as much as just resting back and receiving the sounds that are already there, which really doesn't require effort. Just notice that just receiving sounds does not really require effort. You can really rest back. And then opening to the visual field. So if your eyes are closed, just gently allow them to open and looking, seeing, and almost just receiving the colors and the shapes, the light in the environment. So opening, seeing in the moment, hearing, and as well, just noticing your body as you're sitting or lying down here. And this is what mindfulness can offer, the ability to be present in the moment and have that direct experience of what is here now. So when you check in now, you may notice that you are more present or that there's some sense of calmness. But there might be some agitation or restlessness. The most important thing, mindfulness, is your relationship to what is indeed happening. So whatever's happening in the moment, to be as open, caring, and kind as possible. And that really is what mindfulness is. So with that, let me say that, again, in partnership with ALS United Mid-Atlantic, we offer mindfulness tools for people with ALS and for their caregivers as well. It's a 6-week online program. We meet once a week for 90 minutes and do different mindfulness practices. And there is no fee for this. It is being sponsored by ALS United Mid-Atlantic. If you are interested in finding out more about the program, Gail Housman is the person to speak to. And I must say, it's because of Gail that we are running this program. And you can reach her at ALS United Mid-Atlantic. If also you're interested in learning more about mindfulness, you can check Jefferson's website, jeffersonhealth.org/mindfulness. And we have information about mindfulness. We have guided meditations on the website that you can listen to as well. So I will conclude now by saying I really wish you as much ease and as much comfort as possible. And please take the best of care. Thank you for listening.